Okay, welcome back to Engineering Money with your favorite hosts of
Yes.
all time, us. This is
These
take two
boys.
because my
Take
audio
two.
Yeah.
didn't work.
Ben did something wrong. So what I was saying though is don't you ever just have a password that you think is so good that you want to tell people but you can't?
Yeah.
Like I normally make my passwords really long sentences and they normally have very I think they're pretty funny, but I
That's why
can't
I
tell
hate
anyone.
when password manager things don't let you put spaces in your password. It's like, why not? Come on, let me use a space. That way I can just type like I'm talking, and
Yeah.
I have the best passphrases.
Every password I've ever had includes Danny DeVito in it.
Oh, I went to that Star this weekend at the Star Walk in Hollywood.
The Danny DeVito star?
Yeah,
Did you kiss
That's
it
amazing.
with your lips?
I licked it, yeah.
Nice.
It was pretty fun. Um, Hollywood is a terrible place to be, though. Anyways, Joey, you were talking about the Fidelity Multi-Asset Income Fund.
Oh yeah.
And-
The ticker specifically for this mutual fund, which I think is neat. We haven't talked about a mutual fund in a little while. It's always been ETFs, the cool cousin of the mutual fund. But Ben, I don't know if you'll be able to bring up the ticker here. It's FMSDX. It
Hold
is a
on, hold
Fidelity
on.
specific
That
fund.
was a lot of letters, and you said that really fast.
Yeah, FM,
FMRSDY.
I heard F.
FMSDX, as in Fidelity Multi Sdix.
FMSDX.
Nope, can't pull it up. Well,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
catch you all
Well,
next week on another episode of Engineering Money.
you're able to look it up on Fidelity, so I have it pulled up. Oh, Ben, I guess you don't have it, but Joey, it does look pretty cool, and it looks like it's performing pretty well, I guess, recently. But the
Yeah, it makes
turnover
me
rate,
feel like you have a hedge fund because it's a super active fund.
yeah.
It invests in all types of income generation. Its Sharpe ratio is 1.43, so it's really nice returns for its risk.
Cool.
Um,
Um,
it's got a turnover rate of 173% though,
right?
and
So
the
that means
expense
they're
ratio
actively
Yeah,
trading all
what's the
the time.
expense
They do
ratio?
have a big expense ratio though, so I don't know about that.
0.85.
It's pretty
Yeah,
steep.
pretty big.
Time to get rich.
Um, yeah, even like the ARC funds are like 0.65, and those are like pretty high.
I think the
Uh,
ARC is 7.5. You're thinking of Moon.
no, that's just the newer ARC ones that are 7.5.
Okay.
The
Oh, okay.
flagship is 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I thought this fund was interesting at first just because it includes a type of asset I'd never heard of, which is leveraged loans.
Mm.
And
Hmm.
it's like if a company needs to take out a loan, then a bank is giving them money, and that's basically an investment for the bank because now the bank's earning interest on that loan. And you, as an investor, maybe not you as an investor, you might need to be institutional to do this.
This is how the
But
'08
you can,
crash happened. It's
yeah,
just
you
a
just
bunch of
leverage those
super
loans
leveraged loans. That sounds
and
super cool.
This is how the
there
next
you go.
crash is going to happen because bond yields are so low that we're all going to look for crazy ways to get good returns. And then
Well,
we're going to over leverage ourselves and crash the whole market.
Incredible.
that's the whole point of this. It's like, hey, bonds don't give you any positive returns after inflation right now. We need better ways. Look at these creative things. These creative things being '08 crash.
Well, in other news, my background's probably going to change soon. As you can
Wait,
see,
That's exciting.
we're sort of in the middle of it, but this will be the nursery. So we got this bookshelf
oh,
already.
I thought you were saying you were
Oh
moving.
man.
So, no, just the office.
Oh, okay.
Are you
Man,
gonna
you're going to be
continue to record
relegated.
in your
Yeah,
nursery?
should I just do because the crib is going to be right here behind me,
Perfect.
and then the
Put
dresser
a little
there.
basketball hoop above the crib with like one of those little plastic basketballs and train this kid from the cradle.
Wow.
Yes.
Be
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I should shoot the
Dunk
baby.
it in. No,
That's probably not
that's
okay,
not what I'm
Tim.
saying. No,
That's
Ben,
probably frowned upon.
if you've read the literature, you need to start training the child from the moment it enters the world for one sport and one sport only.
Okay,
Because after all,
here's
ball is
one thing
life.
though with finance stuff and training children from a very young age. I've been looking into how to take advantage of a Roth IRA.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, can you like give your infant a Roth just
So
like the moment they're born?
technically, the answer is yes, because
Oh.
you can hire a kid as long as it's your child for a business that you own. Because with a Roth
Oh.
IRA, the thing is the amount that you put in cannot exceed your earned income for a year. And that's
Oh, so you couldn't just put money into a
correct. So
child's.
you can't just be like, here's $1,000 in a Roth IRA, knowing all of the tax advantages that it'll get over the next
Yeah.
65 years. No, you need to do some maneuvering. So
So Ben, you're allowed to employ your own child.
as long as
Well,
it's age appropriate work and they make appropriate wages. So I can't be like,
Okay.
what's appropriate?
I know. So that
Can you
and
pay
that's
them less than minimum
that's what I
wage?
need to look into more because,
You can employ a baby, Ben.
well, it's
As long as it's
age appropriate work. So maybe it's like, okay, so my company wants to put up some new pictures on the website, and for some reason a baby needs to be in it. Maybe I charge for modeling. See, these are things I need to look further into. Me
Seems
and
like a
another
good idea to
coworker
me.
are looking
Just
into
make
it.
sure they make at least $6,000 a year.
Yeah.
Well,
The real
all I
question
want
is
is
how-
$1,000 in the account, like
Okay, that's,
the
you
year
know,
that they're born, because that would be
How-
crazy.
I believe in your baby. Your baby can easily make $1,000 a year.
Yep.
No problem.
How do you get a child with the best ROI? That's the real question.
We've already determined that pets have a better ROI than children.
Yeah, that was
Wait,
that was with
is that what
other
we
that
figured
was with
out?
other Ben, also
That's
known
right,
as
that was with
Ryan.
Yeah,
other
that was
Ben.
Ryan.
Last time we were recording.
Yeah.
He came
when
to
we
that
determined
conclusion.
it would be frowned upon if you churned through children, if you did it like pets. What are we talking about this week?
We're all over the place. We're almost halfway through, Tim.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's going really well. So I wanted to bring up Concentrix Corp.
What is
So
it for
the
the
ticker is CNXC. And this company is one that I picked up when I was trying to get my, kind of match the diversification of the S&P 500.
Yeah.
And I was looking at information technology companies.
What do they
And I thought,
do?
okay, it's easy to find big blue chip IT companies. But what about the little ones? The little ones that might just, grow by 1,000% when no one was looking.
Yeah,
And
what-
So did they
so I
IPO
found this
in
one
November?
based solely on its numbers. Its trends were looking good. This was back in February that I bought them. Trends were looking good. Fundamentals are still looking nice. The trends aren't quite as strong anymore, but I'm still up 9%
It's pretty good.
since February. So
Am
I'm
I
considering
looking at the
that
right
a
thing?
decent move.
Yeah.
Did it just IPO this last year?
Concentrix?
It looks like it did.
Yeah. It looks
Wait.
like
So here's my question. How does something look like it's trending well if it's only been a stock for a month and a half?
well, it was going up, Ben.
It was going up, Ben.
Okay, technically it was incorporated in 2009.
Okay.
So it's also really new. And seeing
Okay.
that its earnings were actually like it makes money. It was incorporated in 2009,
I was just
IPO'd
looking
in
at that.
2020, and it's already pretty
Its
profitable over here. So
PE is only 17. PEG ratio is 1.14. So that's pretty good.
Remember
I like the numbers on these
Remember
things.
when we first started this whole thing and we would look at something with a PE of like 20 and it's like, man, that's so expensive.
The thing is, PE is hard to compare
The good
when you
old
don't
days.
have, like, it has to be within industry comparisons.
Yeah, I'd agree. Um, let's see what that percent held by insiders is, though. Ooh, 19%. I'll take it, Joey.
Right? A real sleeper hit.
I I was texting you guys about this, but I think there's a lot of room for Facebook to grow in like the distant future. Because have you heard of the metaverse?
No.
Yeah, like Decentraland.
Yeah, well, it's like Decentraland, where it's the thought that, um, there's going to be, which is kind of like sad and dystopian, but people are going to be living more virtually, like in the virtual world. Um,
You mean the
and
real world, as opposed to the material world.
explain that.
Who's to say that the material world is the real one? Maybe the digital world is the real world.
Perhaps.
Joey, is that water?
It is.
That's
You're
Vegas water.
speaking some weird nonsense right now.
But I don't know. I just feel like they've got their hands in a lot of this stuff, and they've already got the infrastructure to figure out like a whole, like, and people don't really trust Facebook, but they've got the Oculus, which is like you need VR to be able to be immersed in one of these things.
Probably preferable.
Yeah, and this stuff I'm talking about is way out there, but I don't know. I think as cities get more crowded and stuff, more people are living in the world. I mean, why wouldn't you just, live in? If I could live in the RuneScape world, would I do it? Maybe.
Do you think in this
Why
distant
not?
future we're going to need anchors like in Inception to know when we're in a material world
Yeah, you gotta have
or
your totem.
or a virtual world?
Not only do I think we will need them, Ben, I think there will be designer anchors that you can buy, and there will be.
Wow. How do we capitalize on this now?
Let's start make. Let's make the first anchor company.
We design custom-made
Reality
little
anchors.
specific objects that only you know the weight and feel of.
Yeah. Um. Oh, and then I saw a video of Neuralink working on a monkey. Have you guys heard of Neuralink?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Elon Musk thing.
It's crazy. First, well, I forget that they have a monkey that's like trained to do something with like a joystick on a screen, right? It's moving a dot into a box.
Hmm.
And then they're picking up its brain waves and correlating that to the hand movements. And then they unplug the controller and they use the brain waves that the monkey is doing
Yeah.
on the controller and feed that into the machine. So the monkey's not actually controlling it with its hand, but it's still moving the dot based on the brain waves.
Sounds scary.
And then they remove the joystick altogether, and the monkey's just chilling there, staring at the screen, moving the dot to where it needs to go. Shit's
like
about
that.
to get crazy,
It's pretty neat.
but you can't really invest in that now. So
No, that would be difficult.
yeah. All right, Ben, it's time for you to talk about something crazy and random and irrelevant to anything we can currently invest in.
Yeah. So bug out bags.
Okay.
It's important to have like a go bag. Everybody should have one.
Wait, do you have one?
Everybody should have one.
So I'm taking that as a yes.
What do you guys put in your go bag?
Candle.
Because when the Neuralink
Yeah.
monkeys rise up and it's an actual Planet of the Apes, you're gonna need to take stuff and get out.
All right.
Right,
quick.
just go.
Okay, obviously, first thing I have in there is my full brim hat. because I got to keep this pale complexion pale.
That's right.
All right. And then I think that's about all I need. Maybe some jumper
So,
cables.
have you guys heard of Stealth Angel?
Stealth Angel.
What's that?
Stealth Angel, that's what they do, is they make this kind of stuff.
Oh, it's a company? Are they publicly traded?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I probably should have a bug out bag because there was an earthquake here
Well, especially in LA.
like 2 days ago. Yeah.
Man, you guys are going to rise up any day now.
A
There
5-person
been-
emergency
Wow,
kit
look at
survival
that.
bag
This
for 72
this company's
hours.
so cool.
Right? Everything you could need, including a grappling hook. Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
I do have to say though, there have been 2 earthquakes here in the past week that I've felt.
Oh,
That's kind of bad.
It's kind of neat.
Do you think the whole city's going to fall into the ocean? Like in
No,
2012?
I think that all of California will just break off.
You guys remember that
I
movie,
think that's what-
2012?
Yeah.
Remember that whole phenomenon?
What's-
oh
where the world
yeah,
was gonna
yeah.
end?
2012. That was a
Man.
boy. What a time. Remember before the world ended? The before times way back then.
Yep.
Yeah, Coney 2012.
Coney 2012. Man, that is a throwback.
Man,
Guys,
I
we're
think
living in the aftermath. The world already ended.
This might be the
I
most
think this
cursed
is-
episode that we've ever made.
yeah, our most nothing.
We've had
talks
pretty
about
cursed
episode.
episodes, Ben.
Well,
Who's winning the competition?
Oh, that's always a good thing to check.
I mean, let's just play golf with your friends. No, I'll look it up. I gotta search M1 Finance
Let's
first.
play Age of Empires 4 stress test.
I haven't downloaded it yet, Joey.
Oh, guys, here's a fun thing. Invest in Microsoft if you
Okay.
think this is a good idea. Age of Empires 4 is coming out, and
Okay.
they will have an AI that controls the units right in the game, so you can play against the computer. And they've always been pretty good at making AI that know how to have good strategies that are hard to beat as humans. But once you learn to be really good at the game or decently good at the game, you can beat the best AI in the old games. In Age of Empires 4, they will use machine learning so that the computer learns from the best
Whoa.
strategies that beat it and adapts to them and becomes unbeatable. And the Pentagon's going to want to know about that.
Yeah,
The
really.
Pentagon already has a lot of security contracts with Microsoft.
Man.
So
Map-based
this
strategy
is where,
games are
this
the
is where
future.
it goes big.
I gotta say, map-based strategies are superior.
It's the only way to take the edge off.
It's true.
Okay, so the S&P 500 in the past week, it went down 0.93%. Us, we went up 1.24%.
Wow.
All right. Talk about alpha.
Past month, the S&P went down 0.2%. Past month, we went up 3.3%.
Heck yeah.
Past 6 months, I guess I can't directly correlate that, but
Sure you can. 6
Um,
months.
no, with M1 Finance, it only does quarter. It doesn't do
Oh.
6 months.
Uh,
S&P 500 is up 20% about on the year. We're up 24.19%.
nice.
Congratulations.
Now- Granted, Ben is carrying us there, but I won't go into those details.
Am I
Say-
am I
say Ben's
doubling
carrying.
the growth?
I'm not gonna say.
I'm gonna assume I'm doubling.
Crocs, though.
I don't want to say. Ben's had several that. Yeah, Ben's top 4 companies are at least doubling the growth of the S&P.
There we go.
So that's a bummer.
Yeah, well, at least I still have Intelia.
Yeah. Okay. Come back next week for more coherence.
Or don't.
We'll do our best.
It's your choice.
Sleep good.